Band. Right. Peace. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 University High School Marching Pioneers. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Would you all please rise if you're not already for the playing of our national anthem. Next we'll play the UHigh Alma Mater for you. Feel free to sing along with that one as well. Here we go. Alright, get to a tennis spot. Set the instruments down. Thank you. You can have a seat now if you want. Alright, thank you so much for coming out tonight. And thank you even more than that for your support of these amazing young men and women out here before you tonight. I can't tell them enough how much I appreciate their commitment to one another and to the band and to this activity and to their music and their visuals and everything, for them to put in as many hours as they did out of their summer these last couple of weeks. And I know that that would be impossible without the support that you're giving them at home each and every day as they come home tired and perhaps a little grumpy and just pushing through these last couple of weeks. So thank you for that, and thank you for being here to support them, and like I told them today, to just celebrate what they've been able to accomplish these last couple of weeks. And of course, it's just the start of what we hope to be another amazing season of UHigh Marching Band. We try to mix things up throughout the day, each and every day, and we also just try to get them loosened up and stretched out, and to take care of our bodies throughout the week. And so the drum majors, who have done so many amazing things these last couple of weeks, taught this stretch routine to the band. Those of you that have been around, this has kind of become a little tradition. So they wanted to do it for you again tonight. This is just our morning, and maybe sometimes we do it 2 or 3 times in the day throughout camp. Our stretch routine that doesn't just get us stretched out, but it also just reviews some of the dance and visual basics that we've gone over these last couple of weeks that have become such a part of the marching arts these days. So here we go, our stretch routine.
Up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, oh, and if you fall, get up, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, 'cause this is Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. Listen to your life, this is our motto. Your time to shine, don't wait in line, it almost got over. People are raising their expectations. Go and feed them, this is your moment, no hesitation. Today's your day, I feel it. You pave the way, believe it. If you get down, get up, oh, oh. If you get down, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, eh. Waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, ah, ah. Tamina, mina, eh, eh. Waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. This time for Africa. Tango, eh, eh, tango, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, ah, ah. Tango, eh, eh, tango, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, ah, ah. This time for Africa. This time for Africa. We're all Africa. We're all Africa. It took too long, it took too long, it took too long for you to come back. No money out.
So that gets stretched out for the day and reviews some of our dance basics, and then we also like to have some fun, and Joe brought something back from drum major camp that he shared with the band, and they wanted to share that with you tonight as well. We don't really know what to call this, so we just call it My Name is Joe. Oh, yeah, you better use the mic.
Okay, so I'm going to get up here so that everyone can see me in the band a little better. But as Mr. Landis had recently said, us, the drum majors, us four drum majors, myself, Daniel Ragout, Emily Houston, and Nathan Floyd, went to drum major camp, which was a week-long camp down in Ball State University, where we learned a lot of really important stuff about leadership and taking care of the band and how to teach them and stuff like that. Since we can't really show you any of that leadership stuff though, we brought the one thing that we could show you, which is a warm-up called My Name is Joe. Since my name is literally Joe, I thought that we'd show it for you tonight. So, here it is. Alright, everyone ready?
Oh yeah.
Alright. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me. He said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your right elbow." Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me. He said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your left elbow." Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me. He said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your right knee bone." Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me and said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your left knee bone." Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me and said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your whole head bone." Hello.
Hello.
My name is Joe.
Hi,
I
Joe.
have a house.
Nice house.
3 kids and 1 spouse. I work.
Where do you work?
In a button factory. And one day, my boss came up to me and said, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "No." "Well, push this button with your whole tongue bone." My name is Joe. I have a house. 3 kids and 1 spouse. I work. In a button factory. And one day, "Well, hey Joe, are you busy?" I said, "Yes, I'm busy." There it is. Thank you.
I appreciate the drum major's enthusiasm all week, this week, and I feel like after they do that, they need a water break. But, all right. So then, another big piece, just like any activity, you know, there's fundamentals and basic things that you need to learn in order to be successful at the big picture things. And so we work a lot on marching fundamentals and just getting them acquainted with the system that we use, how we do our feet and our arms and our posture and body control and all that kind of thing. And so one of the things that we do after we teach them a lot of that stuff is we do what our daily competition called a drill down. And so this is going to just kind of acquaint you with some of the things that we've been working on all week with basics, as well as eliminate students when they mess up. And the competition is that they're trying to keep up with my commands to see who's the last one standing. And I've been unsuccessful at getting them all out this week because they're so good. So here we go. Final drill down. Are we ready?
Yeah!
Everybody face the tennis courts. Do your checklist. Feet, knees, hips, chest, arms, head. And relax. Bang! Chin. Hook!
You!
Bang! Heart rate. Rest.
And 1, 2.
Bang! Chin. Hook!
You!
Bang! Horns up.
Up!
Bang! Horns down.
Down!
Mark time. Mark.
And 1.
Forward. March.
Lock and step.
Mark time. Mark.
Point and 1.
Back. backward, arch. Bang, halt,
Points and close.
bang, horns up, up, bang, dress right, dress, adjust, bang, ready, run, bang, horns down,
Down.
bang, left, haste,
1, 2.
mark time, mark, forward, march, bang, halt, bang, left, haste,
1, 2.
drums, turn around, face that way, cover down, line it up, set, mark time, mark, forward, march, backward, march, bam, horn up, forward, march, bam, halt, at ease, lined up. All right, face the front sideline, please. It's hard to see those dots, eh? Bang! 10, hut! Can I get a mat? There's a mat out here. Bang! Horns up! Mark time, mark! Box drill. Forward left. March. Forward left. Bam. Horns down.
Down.
Bam. Horns up. Yeah, put it at 132. Here we go. Gonna be forward left plus drill. Mark time. Mark. Plus drill. March. Forward left. At ease. Good job. Face the tennis courts. 160. Go ahead. Bam. And hut. Bam. Horns up. Bam. Hook raise. Rest. Bam. Horns down. Mark time. March. Forward. March. Backward, march. Forward, march. Bam. Horns up, right flank, march. Backward, march. Sorry about that. Forward, march. Left flank, march. Left flank, march. Left flank, march. Right flank, march. Backward, march. Bam! Horns down. Bam! Halt. Bam! Foot raise. Rest. Bam! Horns up. Bam! 10 hut. Bam! Left piece. Bam! Left piece. Forward. Punch. Bam! Horns up. Backward. Punch. Bam! As you were, keep going. Bam! Horns down. Bam! Halt. Mark time. Mark. Forward. March. Left flank. March. Right flank. March. Left flank. March. Right flank. March. Backward. March. Band. Horns up. Band. Halt. Band. Appropriate. Rest. That's all I got. Give him a hand. All right. All right, band, go to opening set. All right, band, listen up as you're getting to your opening set. This week we had Spirit Days every day. You may have seen them planning and preparing for that each day. And it's become a little like presentation every morning when it used to just be they just dress up, but they come very prepared to do lots of fun things in the morning. I think it's just a way to delay rehearsal. But our wonderful staff has judged them each day on their level of spirit each day. And so our spirit champions in third place this week, we had the color guard. In second place, we had the saxophones. And in first place, the trumpets. The drum majors put together some fun games for us each day. Some non-competitive, some competitive, but we did divide them up into teams, so we call that our Band Olympics that we do right after our cookie break in the afternoon. And so they accumulate points. Our Band Olympics, we mix up the teams. They're not in sections for this. So in third place, team number 1. Yay, team number 1, where are you? Maybe they don't even know. Oh no. In second place, team number 6. Where are you? Hey, all right. And in first place, team number 7. All right, very good. Obviously, what you see out here is there's just so many things that have to happen in order for us to be able to do what we do. And so many of you are a part of that. In particular, a huge thank you to my wife, Linda. You don't even know the amount of help that she's been this summer in preparing for marching season. And the amazing support that she is as I do this and get to do this every day. The food provided for band camp, mainly organized by my wife, and then also Susan Roth did the lion's share of that, and all of her crew, too many to name. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. And uniforms, I think she was here at school almost as much as I was these last 3 weeks. Got everything out, reorganized it, got all the measurements done, got all the fittings done, and we're almost 100% ready to go for school. Beth Sinclair, thank you, Beth, again for tackling that. And then she roped her husband Garrett into doing some projects around the band room with regards to uniforms and our storage and everything. So thanks, Garrett, for your work these last couple of weeks as well. I kind of already mentioned it, but just a huge thank you to our drum majors who have volunteered, auditioned, given up a week of their summer to be at drum major camp. Joseph Dubrovic, Ainsley Floyd, Emily Houston, and Daniel Ragout. And yeah. There's just so many things that even the band doesn't see, that the drum majors are just kind of constantly things that just kind of get taken care of. We all just come out to rehearsal and it's there, or they're sticking around after everybody leaves and talking to me about stuff for the next day, or things that we can work on. And so I just appreciated their attitudes all week and how helpful and hardworking they are and willing to do so much for the band. So thank you, drum majors. Not all of our staff here, but I'm just going to quickly introduce those folks who were here this week helping us out. This is the 1 week where we just get a lot of people in to really help us set a lot of drill and work on sectionals and basics and all that kind of thing. My colleague and assistant band director that we've been here for a lot of years together, David Sulzberger. Here you go, David. He's running the sound back there. Color guard, I'm happy to be working with her again this year. She's been doing some great work. Stephanie Swan. I don't think Sarah here. Sarah Lang is an ISU student and alum, and she did our flute. Kristen Coe is clarinet, also an ISU student, former drum major and alum. Jenny Park just graduated in May. Clarinet, I gave her saxophones this week. So. She's also not here, but an alum who is also an ISU student, worked with our trumpets again this year, Rosa Rolone. And then a recent graduate in May, Isabella Favis, came back to help out with our mellophones this summer. Another recent graduate who wasn't able to be here tonight, Jonathan Boudreau, helped us with low brass. Another alum helped us with percussion, Ben Houchin, goes to Ball State. And is Bennett still around? Bennett Sinclair just graduated in May. He helped us out with percussion these last couple of weeks. He's off to DePaul. And then a couple of ISU music ed students helping with our percussion, not just this summer, but then you'll see them around a lot this fall. Joe Mahalik. And then our battery specialist, he's actually been working 2 camps and driving back and forth, and so he's up at his other camp in Plainfield tonight, Ethan Wepford. So you'll see him around as well throughout this fall. Just a couple of quick announcements for the band as well. Don't forget that pile of shoe boxes in the band room. If you could take those home, just a reminder about that. And also just kind of pick up, make sure the band room, that's the last thing to pick up. So make sure band room and 101 are picked up before you go. Our next rehearsal is actually, we got 3 days off, and then we're right back at it again Tuesday night next week, Tuesday night from 6 to 9. And I'll keep the kids posted on whether that's going to be in Hancock or whether we'll just meet here at the school. And then if you are interested in helping with pit crew, like I said, it takes a lot of people to do what we do. And Holly Feaster and David Feaster are taking charge of that and driving our equipment to our various places. Please see Holly. Where are you, Holly? Right here in the middle. If you are a new parent or you haven't been involved in pit crew before and that's something that you're interested in, please find her after we're done and touch base with her so she can get you on her list that she emails things out and needs and that kind of thing. I think that's it. So we're moving on to our show for this year. How many of you have ever been lost? Now think of all the different meanings that can portray, right? I can think of lots of times when I've been lost and my wife wants me to ask for directions and I've got it figured out, right? We've all been down that. But it can also take on lots of other meanings. And this show concept was put together by Jessen Smith, who was the director here, not last year, but the year before while I was gone. And it was fun working with him on that show last year. And so I asked him, he has lots of ideas, and so he put this together for us. And so the concept for the show is lost and found. And if you listen to the music, we start off with a hymn, Old Hundredth. And you're going to hear Old Hundredth just kind of give us a sense of confidence and power and like we are sure of our place in the world. And then it goes into a piece by Frank DeKelly called Angels in the Architecture, and you're just going to hear it get kind of chaotic and where we're kind of starting to get lost a little bit. And then Old Hundredth comes back, you're going to hear that again, and you think it's there, but then we're lost by that point, and so it's going to be kind of ugly. So I assure you they're not playing wrong notes. When we get to that second part, you'll hear what I mean. Then we'll have a pause tonight. And then the middle section after that is called Everything in Its Right Place. It's a tune by a band called Radiohead. And it's kind of like we're finding our way back again. And it's got a nice little groove to it. And then we finish, of course, if you're going to Lost and then you're going to be found again. Perfect song for that is You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. And so it's just a powerful ending song about how we're kind of found ourselves, or we're back in the fold again. As you see the show develop, Brittany Zemer is our soloist guard. So she's actually going to kind of get lost during the show, and then we're going to find her at the end. And so apologize for the long explanation, but as you see this show over and over and over again, maybe it would be good for you to have a little understanding of what it is, the kinds of things that we're looking for and the ideas we're trying to portray. We're going to feature in the third movement, You Will Be Found. We're going to feature our trumpet soloist, Senior Amit Sani, and our mellophone soloist, Junior Colin McCormick. And we're going to march and play all of Movement 1, just a lot of sets. It's a lot of sets to have on the field for band camp. And then we're going to stand and play the second and the third movement. So this is Lost and Found. I think we're ready. Drum majors, why don't you... Well, I'll just leave you there. There's really no good sight. I'm sorry we're out here again. Incredibles 2, you know, what are you going to do? So, anyway, drum majors, is the band ready? University High School, you may take the field. So that music is by. That music is by Steve Shanley. Did the winds arrangements. He's in Iowa, and then Francis Favis, a former alum, and did our drum line, and Elliot Godinez, who also worked with our front ensemble. Those two guys wrote the percussion arrangements, and then Mitch Rogers is our drill guy, who I've worked with these last few years. Just a reminder, as I've been doing all week, is that the kids wanted to order t-shirts for our summer uniform, and so the Spirit Wear orders, if you've got those, you can give them to me or Mr. Sulzberger, or Shelly King is back here. She's going to take those and get that order placed for us. But again, it's amazing how they can come together. It was just so fun this week watching all the work that Guard did last week to learn literally every count of the show in a week at Guard Camp last week, and then to see that come together with all the music finally put together this week. It was really exciting, and so I'm looking forward to another exciting season, and I hope you are too. Thanks again for coming out tonight, and I hope that you'll join us in the lounge for an ice cream social. Another hand for all these guys out here. Thanks for a great camp, guys. See you Tuesday night. Big boot rate. Reps.
1, 2.
Big 10. Hut. You. Who's got the best band in the land?
UHigh!
Band is best.
UHigh!
Thank you. Good job. Love you.
How we doing?
Very scared of the symbol. First time? Very scared. Like he was smart. I'm gonna.
Wait, I'm not up. Okay. And I like the
videographer for UHigh campus.
No press. No press. Hi, Ellie.